Eric Guster. Very good morning to you both. Eric Guster, I can imagine, there will be people, obviously, who disagree, don't think that sport and politics should mix. But what did you feel watching those protests over the weekend?
I did not actually watch the protests live because I'm boycotting the NFL because of their policies in reference to Colin Kaepernick. However, I am very thankful for NFL players taking a stand or taking a knee in this instance. Sports is at the heart of what America is. We love football, we love baseball, we love basketball, and athletes are those who are in the limelight, and they are the ones with the biggest platform. And just like Muhammad Ali, when he was making statements in reference to the Vietnam War and other injustices, he took a stand. Colin Kaepernick took the same stand, who put his multi-million-dollar contract on the line to fight for people just like me, my nephews, my nieces, to make sure that we get fair justice and we have social programs that are beneficial to all. And it's very important for the NFL to stand behind their players, to make sure Colin Kaepernick gets hired, and people like Donald Trump who were inciting these flames, they're the ones who were at fault.
Okay, Brad Thomas, why is kneeling seen to be so disrespectful?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's not necessarily that it's disrespectful. It's the place that it's the place that this event is occurring. These athletes are getting paid millions of dollars to do a job in front of this stadium, in front of millions of people. Piers, I've got five children, and it's hard for me to explain to my children, what does this mean when these athletes are really disrespecting what is the most important part of this country, which is our freedom that we have to do this. So I think the most important thing is it's not necessarily this disrespect. It's the location and these athletes getting paid this money. They've got a significant platform to do this via Twitter, social media. There's plenty of places to do this, and I'm not at all against it. It's just in front of this location, in front of an NFL or any of these stadiums where these athletes are getting paid. They're on the clock to perform a job.
Eric Guster, what do you make of the argument that there is a time and a place for protest and free speech?
That is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama, which is the home of the civil rights movement. And it's always been said, this is not the time and place for that. Equal education for all is not the time and the place for that. And when people make statements such as what this commentator just made, these people are being paid millions of dollars and they shouldn't do this at this form. That is what a protest is. That is the type of oppression that these players are experiencing. Hey, if we pay you $1 million, you do as we tell you to do. Don't worry about protesting for oppression. Don't worry about protesting the criminal justice system that is unfair. You do your job, boy, and shut up. And I'm tired of people like that who are making those types of statements in the same breath saying, hey, this country is great. We have all these freedoms, but don't you protest, which is under the constitutional rights
Eric,
that you have. We don't want you to protest because you're making $1 million.
Okay.
And that's stupid, ridiculous, and oppressive.
Okay, Eric, let me ask you this. I wrestle with this issue. When Kaepernick originally did it, like I said, I found him sitting down during the anthem just openly disrespectful, and I wrote a column saying that. Then when he evolved it into a kneeling protest and spoke more in detail about why he was doing this, I actually found myself moving a lot towards what he was doing. I felt, what is wrong with kneeling in silence? It's not like he's openly disrespecting anybody verbally or being rude, as indeed the President of the United States has been about the people doing it by calling them sons of whatever, right? But here's my question, Eric. I don't see how this ends. What is the end game of this protest? Are we literally going to have now, until the end of time, every American football match having these protests? Because that, to me, then takes everything away from the protest and just makes it something that's going to be visibly wrecking the sport, isn't it, over time?
Piers, the fight for equality is an ongoing process. It has been going on for over 100 years. For example, when we're fighting for equality in the courtroom, when it deals with civil rights or women's rights or the rights of individuals in different situations, it's an ongoing process. And what football players have to do is take a knee, take a stand on what they believe in. And let me tell you what's un-American. people who are like neo-Nazis that the president obviously supported, because he said those are very fine people who were in Charlottesville with neo-Nazi flags, with Confederate flags, who were traitors to the United States. Those are the people who are disrespecting our flag, not someone who takes a knee in reference to oppression and fighting for social justice.
Right, but Eric,
that is not.
Right.
That is not the right
but
thing.
again,
Yes.
I simply ask you, how does it end, though? Are you going to just want these protests at every American football match for the rest of time? How does it end? What is the end game?
I'm not sure what the end game is. However, right now, we're dealing with a criminal justice system that is being rolled back by Attorney General Jeff Sessions, where he's taking away civil liberties of so many people. He's doing mass incarceration moves that are going to lead to more brown people being incarcerated for a lot of time. So I don't know what the end game with this particular protest is, but keep in mind, Piers, protests have happened for dozens and dozens of years in my lifetime. So it's not just about this protest that you're seeing on national TV. It's about the other things that have happened over the years, including by people like myself.